Wendy Williams has a remarkable talent for saying the absolute worst thing in any scenario. It's a somewhat ironic skill for a woman who talks for a living, but if nothing else, it keeps her in the tabloid headlines. But unlike everyone else, Wendy discussed the matter in the fashion of an angry toddler impersonating an adult. Yes, here's putting your foot in your mouth, and then there's whatever Wendy did on her show on Friday. How dare you, Mr. Spears, you had me fooled. And you too, MRS. Spears, Wendy said, referring to Britney's mother. Death to all of them, she concluded. That's right. Wendy Williams went on TV and wished death to Britney Spears' elderly parents. Now obviously, what Brit's father did to her was beyond horrifying, and it seems that her mother was complicit, or at least that she turned a blind eye toward his abuses. That said, publicly wishing death on two senior citizens, one of whom has already been treated for some serious health problems, is never a good look. Needless to say, Williams has encountered quite a bit of backlash in the days since she made her comment, especially since she had previously been one of Jamie Spears' few supporters. "I think that her father is a good man," Williams said during an earlier episode. "I've heard that she still needs to be controlled, and she needs to have someone that's controlling her finances, and controlling who she is friends with and where she goes, and what time she's coming in." Yes, until she heard Britney's testimony, Wendy actually believed the conservatorship was a good idea. Thankfully, she was in the minority on that ridiculous opinion. Obviously, we're used to Wendy Williams being wrong. It happens all the time. So we guess Britney has finally managed to change Wendy's mind, which is no small feat. Now all she has to do is convince the judge who presides over her case that she's perfectly capable of taking care of herself. You'd think the fact that she's built a wildly successful career and is a mother to two well-adjusted young men would be sufficient, but Jamie is sort of an evil genius. He's spent 13 years building his case against his daughter, and he'll do whatever it takes to preserve the status quo. Jamie and a lot of other people have gotten very rich by exploiting Britney, and despite the recent outcry against them, the guys running the conservatorship are clearly planning to stay the course. Britney struck a huge blow against her father and his cronies with her testimony, but she's not out of the woods yet. Far from it. In fact, for Britney to finally experience freedom, she'll need to change a lot of minds, and a lot of the folks she has to convince are as stubborn and clueless as Wendy.